Well, hello, you gorgeous mojo. In 3, 2, 1. Well, good afternoon, you glorious motherfuckers. I said motherfuckers. Oh dear me. In 3, 2, 1. Well, good afternoon, you wonderful mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. Right then, so I have a quick question. Because I'm going to have quite a few of these questions coming up in the next few days. Can I ask anyone and everyone who is cheering the Ukraine war, celebrating Zelensky, berating Trump for daring to tell the truth to the jumped up war goblin, what are you exactly supporting? Do you really understand the mechanics of the situation? I mean, I already know the answer. You clearly don't. You're actually being told by the media and politicians that you must support war. Which, at any other time of the day, or any other year, you wouldn't, would you? Be honest. Would you support war? No, you wouldn't, but you're being told you have to support this one. Which is a valid question. Why do you have to do it? I mean, I do it already. In reality, it's quite a sort of a hypothetical question because I already know the answer. It's because you're stupid. It's because you are brainwashed morons who have nothing other than what the TV tells you. We saw it in the COVID times, where you would just blindly follow the most ridiculous rules and laws that I thought they actually made up just to see how stupid they could make you look and how gullible you actually were. Remember the one where you could take your mask off while sitting down to eat because that was okay, but if you stood up you had to put your mask back on because you could catch it. And like the bunch of idiotic morons that you are. And some people might be saying, oh, stop being so aggressive. But what else can I call you? Excuse me. What else can I call people who will just blindly follow whatever they are told by the magical box on the wall? I mean, I know some of you will be watching this on a magical box on the wall. But you have to understand, I just can't see the mentality of you all supporting something that is something that we should all of us work to avoid. Is it because it's so far away and it doesn't really at the moment in your mind directly affect you, although we're spaffing money away from it and they're talking about conscription, but of course that doesn't really count. And you know, it makes you look good, doesn't it? It gives you that overwhelming sense of awesomeness that I support the Ukraine. I support mass slaughter. I support young men in Ukraine being dragged off the streets and press ganged into fighting a war that they're losing. I'm for this, all of it. Really, really full. I'm just so pro-war. And yet you don't seem to understand what you're actually agreeing to. What you're actually saying is you are happy with death. You are happy with people being slaughtered on a biblical scale. That's what you're actually supporting. That's what you think is a really good idea. Why? Do you understand the mechanics of the war? Do you understand what war's like? Because if you did, you wouldn't be cheering. War is a horrendous, horrible thing. But because your media, because your government is telling you to support it, and using the parallels of the Second World War. Let's pull that down a bit. Oh, it's just like the Second World War. It's not. This war is not like the Second World War. The Second World War was fought because somebody tried to take over and did almost succeed in taking over the whole of Europe. And you also seem to forget that the Russians were on our side during that conflict and lost a hell of a lot more troops and civilians than everybody else combined. So trying to draw parallels between the war in the Ukraine and the Second World War proves how ill-informed, stupid and dumb you really are. Now, this is going to wind a lot of people up. People are going to get very, very angry, and the comment section is going to be very, very spicy. But it's about time people started to tell you how stupid you are, how dumb you look, how it's so obvious where you get your information from. You get it from the telly. You get it from politicians who are all getting very, very rich off that war. Now soon they'll be saying it's your sons and daughters who will have to go fight that war. Take it from someone who's seen combat. It will change them forever if they're lucky enough to survive. And just sending them all the way over there to fight an enemy we have no beef with whatsoever. We have no arguments with the Russians, only ones that are made up in politicians and media's minds, constantly filling you with lie upon lie upon lie. Any case, 2 videos popping up. One will be the last one uploaded. The other one will be the chosen one, the one that the gods of YouTube with the mighty algorithm has selected for you. So why deny it? If you agree with what I have to say, like what I do, just hit the subscribe button. You can like, you can share, and you can let me know what you feel in the comment section down below, as long as you don't act like a silly little child who needs to go play with their stickle bricks. Any case, enough of that. I'm done. So, until the next one.